Hey guys, so we're heading to the Kennedy Space Center now. We're like, how far away are we? Half an hour away. So, be there soon, I guess. Alright, so we went the wrong way. Had to we're now on the right route, going an extra hour. Big oof. Big oof. Yeah, we're currently en route. Get there. How long left? We're on half an hour. We have half an hour left. Once again. Yeah, once again we have half an hour left. So, see you in half an hour. Whoop whoop. It's the Kennedy Space Center. Can't actually see it.
You're Virginia people. Okay, very good. And what grade are you in? Second grade. And what grade are you in? 7th. Oh my gosh. You young people are lucky. You're so lucky. You don't know how lucky you are. See, you live in a nice place. Everything's wonderful. Golly, I wish I were your age. So many exciting things are going to happen. Oh, man. Okay. Now, let's talk about this spaceflight thing. You want to hear about that, I guess. That's why you came here. I bet you came to eat the lunch. Yeah, I understand. You came to eat the lunch. And it's also air-conditioned. Okay. Now, here we go. Let's see. Oh, you want to hear about space. I keep, every now and then I forget what the subject is. The best way to tell you what's going to happen here, it's not long, 3.5 minutes. I'm going to show a video. I think it's the greatest video in the world about human spaceflight. Because in 3.5 minutes, you see what happened here in the last 50, 60 years. So it's cool stuff. I mean, really good stuff. It goes quick, So, you know, don't fall asleep and it'll be over in 3.5 minutes. Okay, I didn't have anything to do with this video. Someone did it. I'm not even in the video. I don't care. That's irrelevant. It's a cool video. Okay, we'll start it. There it goes. Beautiful music. You're on the moon. That's called Earthrise. Isn't that cool? The Earth coming up. What a great stuff. So your space stuff is wonderful. These are the Mercury astronauts. This means there's one human in a capsule. This is great, all happening here. Gemini, 2 humans in a capsule. You have a buddy to talk to. Apollo, 3 humans. President Kennedy. I'm going to get back to that guy, I guarantee you. Ed White. I played soccer with his younger brother at the Air Force Academy, and I remember his space bosses when we were cadets. Oh, man. And here's the big one. Apollo 11. We're having the 50th anniversary this summer. Big deal out in the Reagan Library. That's old Buzz Aldrin standing on the moon. Fantastic. I am telling you, it's the good stuff. So we had 12 people walk on the moon. That's old John Young, Apollo 16. Holy mackerel. Smart guys, nothing happens without these guys, I guarantee you. Going to space is hard. That's old Gene Cernan driving a car on the moon. He told them he wanted a car, so they made him one. Okay, these are happy people. Ask me about that little girl in the blue dress. Ask me about her, I'll tell you. That's John Young, Bob Crippen. They're the first commander and pilot of the space shuttle. First flew in April of '81. Challenger crew. Columbia crew. Man, the space shuttle, beautiful machine. Lots of really fantastic missions. Okay. This guy's getting ready for our launch. Coming up later this year, we're getting back in the launch business. We're launching American astronauts again out of here. It's great. I tell you, that's on your way to the pad. This is Pam Melroy with her crew. Over here, 1 mile over there. All getting suited up. They can't wait to get out to the launch pad. They're happy. Oh man, on the pad, laying on your back, launching. That's what it looks like in the cockpit for the first 8.5 minutes. Cool stuff. You get 17,500 miles an hour in 8.5 minutes. You're over Paris, France, steaming to space. 19 minutes after you leave Florida. That's the best way to go to Paris in the world, 19 minutes. There you are in your space shuttle maneuvering it next to the space station. That's grabbing a satellite, fixing it, putting it back in space. Space shuttle did all sorts of fantastic things. Incredible machine. Building a space station. Oh my God, that would fill a football arena. It's good stuff, all this stuff. Space exploration. Humans, aliens, good stuff. Space shuttle docked at the space shuttle for the last time, coming back and landing here at the Kennedy Space Center in July of 2011. Okay, you can stop the video. Now, this is good stuff. I mean, really good stuff. I hope you like all this good stuff. Now, I'm going to talk to you about this space stuff, and I'll give you some examples of what we do, etc., etc. But before I do, and I'm going to hopefully be done talking in about 12, 15 minutes. Okay, before I do, I want to tell you John Blunt, that's me, my opinion of what occurred when John Kennedy gave that speech. Okay, well, we all know about the space program, we just saw that. Nick, are you around next?
I'm here.
Okay, ready to answer questions?
Yeah, if you have any questions for John, please feel free to go ahead and raise your hands. We'll bring
You
the
have the red
microphone
hair
up to you.
too.
And let's go ahead and take the first question right up here in the front. Hi.
Why did the Apollo 10 name Snoopy and Charlie Brown?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, that's why I do this only with Nick. Because Nick will tell you. I know he knows it. If I don't know, I know he. Go ahead, Nick.
Around that time when Apollo 10 flew, NASA decided to adopt Snoopy as its symbol for highest quality and award pins called Silver Snoopies to employees. Well, John Young and Tom Stafford thought that was a neat idea and thought about naming one of the vehicles Snoopy, and so naturally the other one would have to be Charlie Brown. So that's how it all happened, John and Tom.
There you go. All right.
Okay, we got a
John and Tom. That's a Navy pilot and an Air Force pilot. Okay.
Got a question right back here.
Okay, is it okay if I have two questions?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first question is there any point when you were kind of like flying into space when you thought you weren't going to make it?
No. Never.
Okay, cool.
It all works. It's simple. There's a simple reason, okay? All right, now the young people really need to listen to this. It works because of a couple of things. The engineers that built it are smart. The reason they're smart is they listened to their parents and their teachers when they were growing up. No problem.
Okay, second question.
And the other question is, what was your favorite cartoon when you were growing up?
My favorite cartoon. I don't know what it was called because, you know, that was a long time ago. I don't know. I honestly don't know what my favorite cartoon was. I'm sorry, do you have a favorite cartoon?
Yeah, so like How to Train a Dragon.
Oh, okay, good. I wish I could have had an answer, but I don't, so I won't invent one.
Okay, question right here.
Hi John. Why do you need such immense speed to break through the atmosphere? Is it because it's so thin you just need momentum, or is it to clear the Earth's gravity, or something else?
Okay, I love that kind of question. So here you go. I'm 20, I'm going to answer you, but I have to get to it around the block, you know. All right, so I'm a 21-year-old kid. I want to be a pilot in the Air Force. I'm going to the Air Force Academy, and I learn an equation. Kids hear that? An equation. V squared over 2 minus mu over r equals minus mu over 2a. Now they had me write that down once because they know I use that every now and then. They pull that up. Let me tell you something. This was the most incredible thing in my life. It changed my life. And it's going to answer your question, believe it or not. Okay, so now the way you really get to that equation is with Kepler's 3 laws of motion and old Newton's F equal ma. You know, you start on a blackboard over there and you go round, 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 you end up, you got it over here. I'll say, okay, we got it there because that's where it's at. Now, okay, you won't believe what happens with that equation. That equation tells you if you want to go to the moon, you solve for V and you get 24,266 miles per hour. If you want to go to the International Space Station, you solve for V and you get 17,500 miles an hour. That equation was used by a mathematician slant astronomer in Paris, France in 1830. And I'd love to tell you how he did it because, you know, I got to see all that when I was a kid at 22. But with math, he figured out that there was a planet we hadn't discovered yet. No one had seen it. This planet had to be there, and he figured it out with math. It had to be moving at a certain V. It had to be a certain distance, r, from the sun. It had to have a certain mass, mu. And, believe it or not, it takes 166 years the next year, and I lived in Wiesbaden, Germany, in a place in Augustinusheim. That's a house for boys, about 35 boys from different countries, and they all played soccer. So that's what we did, played soccer. Came back to old America.
Or group. Now, if you'll follow us out through these doors, we will turn to the right and line up single file for pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for astronaut John Blaha.
So we just had dinner with an astronaut. Not dinner, lunch. Lunchtime. Yeah, we just had lunch with an astronaut. Now we're heading over to the bus tour that they've got as well. So yeah, all pretty cool stuff. You see the you would have just seen the tour. But anyway, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was quite interesting hearing about all the interesting stuff we did. But yeah, we're heading over to the bus tour now, so it's NASA bus tours. You also have the ISS and all the countries that have been to it, which is pretty cool. Oh, UK's there. Yeah, but we're just heading over to the bus tours now, which is going to be quite interesting.